Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can make your tyres on your BMW or on your normal car last twice as long. And I'm going to go over all the things on how you can do that and how you can avoid your tyres being eaten, because I know this is a common issue on your BMW, especially that people's tyres on the front or the rear get eaten really bad, and I'm going to explain to you how you can stop that. So let's get on to the video.
What? Goddamn, get it done, will ya? Woo! When the blow up now, everybody's so unusual with it. Shit. But said times in these rhymes, cause his memories. We running through New York, so you know.
So if you see here, this is the BMW X5, and the reason I'm using this car is because if you can see around the wheel, we've got all white stuff around there, and that's not because I've had a puncture, but if you can see, these tyres are brand new. Now, when I first got this car, which was only in October, I actually put on new tyres when I done all the control arms and the tie rods. Later on, I found that the inside of the tyres were completely bald. Many of you are going to say that's because I didn't have the tracking done. You're wrong. I actually did have the tracking done. But on these, bearing their 4x4, their tracking actually come out, which was the toe, and it ate the inside of the tyres within 4 months. So that's going to be the first thing I want to speak to you about. Because of all the potholes and speed bumps, and especially if it's got M Sport suspension, or M suspension if many of you want to call it, make sure to get your tracking checked every month. Wheel alignment is free to get checked. They only charge you if it needs to be adjusted. Bearing in mind, this was fully out and I only had it tracked in December, and we're now May, and the tracking was already out, the toe was completely out, hence it ate up the inside of the tyres. That's one big problem with these. The moment the tracking's out, and that's on any car, it's going to eat up all your tyres. If it was control arms, it would have eaten up the outside here, but it ain't. It was to do with the tracking because it ate the inside. So on these cars, obviously you've got control arms, and like any car you've got control arms, but especially on these, this is a big 4x4. I had to get them all done, but they play a part. If they're worn or the ball joints are loose, they're going to cause your toe to be out, your tracking to be out, hence your tyres are going to wear much faster. Not only are they going to wear faster, it's going to cause a lot of knocking noises. You're going to have bad handling of the cars, which you don't want on a sport model car. Now, I have had the tracking realigned, and thank God, because the tyres were completely bald on the inside, which is shame. £250 for another two, you know, I had to do it. Now, for that, I'm going to be checking it every month. So if you do, and you are going through tyres, I would strongly suggest get your tracking checked at the same time as changing your tyres. The next one I'm going to speak about is air pressure. Now, a lot of people do not check the air pressure on their car or on their tyres. This is a common problem and a common misconception by a lot of people, because everyone relies on TPMS these days. Now, if you've got an old car like this, which this doesn't have TPMS, it does have a tyre puncture warning system, but you just can't check the tyre pressures normally like you can on the new cars, you'll notice that all my tyre pressures are up. Now, usually I like to put them on 40 on the rear and 38 on the fronts. BMW do say, especially on this X5, for the fronts to be on 32, which I think is considerably very low, and that can cause massive wear. So underinflated tyres is something you do not want on any car. That's going to lower your fuel consumption dramatically. It's also going to wear your tyres very quickly as well, because the rotation of the wheels, if one's lower than the other, it's going to be dragging. And what's going to happen is, where that wheel is dragging, where it's underinflated, on the roads, on the tarmac, concrete, whatever you drive on, that's going to wear all the tread out on the tyres, and that's why you need to keep them inflated. If you can see, all my tyres on the rear are actually fine, because I replaced the control arms on the rear as well on this. Not an easy job, but that was done. The other two are literally near perfect as well, which you'll see right here. No problem there. But if you see on this one, I had to have this one replaced as well. Now they're all back to brand new, and God knows how long I'd been driving like that, but that could have been some serious points on my license if I was caught, because they had the treads out on both of the fronts as well completely, and I got them checked immediately and changed for that reason. But this is why it's crucial to have your tracking checked, your tyres, make sure they're inflated at the correct pressures. I would check them every 2 weeks, especially if you're not using the car, make sure to check them constantly and thoroughly. And you know, even before you go on a long journey, always check your tires pressures. So you're probably wondering what's actually in this bag. And this is the next part of how to make your tires last twice as long. And this is why mine usually last very, very long on all my cars. And this is because no matter where I go, I always carry this with me. Now, if you'll see right here, this is a Locky 4 jump pack and also a tire inflator. It's also got an emergency LED light. If you'll see here, you just hold it there and you can power it right on and the light will come on. But you've also got your tire pressure right here as well. Now it is in PSI and bar, and you've also got the pump. I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can check your tire pressures with this. So you can also see it's not only that, it's also a jump pack here as well, and also you can be used as a USB for charging your phone or anything else on the go. That's the jump pack port, which you'll plug straight in to jump start your car, and this is the part where you can see your whole PSI and bar pressure to pump up the tires in your car. So if you see here, that's the USB lead that it comes with for charging the device. These are the jump cables right here, and you see there, that's the 2-pin plug that you plug in. You'd also see right here as well that you've got this. Now, if you can see right here, this is to actually help pump your tires up. If you can see right there. Now what we're going to do is just screw this on, which goes inside here, which will screw on here, and that's an extension cable if you need it. So you just screw that on like so, and then we're going to plug it onto the car so we can pump the tyre. So if you can see right here, we've got it unlocked, and we're just going to take off the valve off the rear tyre. We're just going to take off the dust cap, put this on and lock it down. Now what you want to do is put the pump on. So you can see they're showing me already the pressure, which is 37. We want it to be 40, so then you just hold it. And that's done. And then once that's done, you put the dust cap back on. And that is how you can keep your tyres lasting twice as long, by making sure the pressures are correct all the time when and before you go out on a drive or a long drive, or if your car's been sitting. It's always good to check the tyre pressures in your car. Okay guys, as you've seen there, I've just shown you now how to make your tyres last twice as long. Now, there's many other ways that you can do this as well, and that's by taking them off and obviously lifting the car up and checking for punctures as well. But that's not something we can actually do while we're here. Now, the other thing is, as you would have seen, I did use that tire inflator, which is also a jump pack. That was sent to me by Locky 4, and I will link this product in my Amazon links down below, and I'll link it and pin it to the comments for you guys to go and have a look at and buy. This is a new product that they've just come out with, and it's not expensive at all. It's around $150, which isn't much at all for what it actually offers you. I've used it a couple of times and it works really well on all my cars to pump the tires up and actually to do the air, and just to carry with you for all time needs, able to charge your phone. If your battery ever went on your car, you broke down and you didn't have no battery power, it's a good device to have on you if you ever need it in an emergency to charge your phone also. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and thank you very much for watching. This BMW Dr. Dean here, and goodbye.